President Recep Tayyip Erdogan of Turkey has repeatedly tried to get this trial scrapped, lobbying then Vice President Joe Biden in 2016 and President Trump in September of this year. He maintains this is a politically motivated prosecution intended to discredit and ultimately overthrow his government on behalf of Fethullah Gulen, an Islamic cleric who lives in Pennsylvania.
These steps are purely political. I hope we'll get a chance to discuss this issue. The United States needs to revise this decision. There are very peculiar smells coming from this issue.
Federal prosecutors have dismissed that contention and in court filings say they anticipate that the evidence introduced at trial will show that Turkish government and banking officials were integral to the sanctions evasion scheme. Reza Zarrab is among several Turkish men charged with operating a billion-dollar money laundering scheme to evade U.S. sanctions against Iran. Only 2 of the accused are in U.S. custody. However, there's widespread speculation that Zarrab has flipped and is now cooperating with the prosecution. He was abruptly released from prison in early November, his whereabouts publicly unknown. Authorities say he remains in federal custody, and that's led to speculation that he entered the witness protection program. There is another strand to this case. The special counsel, Robert Mueller, looking into alleged Russian meddling in last year's presidential election, is examining former Trump National Security Advisor Michael Flynn's undeclared lobbying for the Turkish government. It's been alleged that Flynn was offered large sums of money, at the very least, to lobby the Trump administration for the extradition of Gulen, if not kidnap him himself and transport the cleric to Ankara. He's also alleged to have been asked to get this legal case dropped. Now there are questions as to whether Zarrab will be able to provide any further information about Turkish lobbying of U.S. government officials like Flynn.
If Zarrab could provide documented evidence, that would be a huge break in the Flynn investigation, but also possibly, and I think this is the most interesting angle to the case, is a potential criminal investigation of the president of Turkey. For violating Iran sanctions. That could be what got him released.
With Turkey describing this case as an attack on the country, the trial is seen as yet another blow to U.S.-Turkish relations already under strain. Shihab Ratansi, Al Jazeera.